In a surprising turn of events, Kawasaki, best known around the globe for its legendary green motorcycles, has boldly stepped far beyond the realm of two wheels and roaring engines. At the Osaka Kanai Expo in April 2025, the Japanese manufacturing giant unveiled Koryo, a hydrogen-powered, four-legged robotic horse that seems pulled straight out of science fiction yet built with real-world purpose in mind. Imagine a mechanical steed that doesn't tire, doesn't need food or water, and can carry its rider across rocky hills, forest trails, or disaster zones without belching smoke into the sky. Koryo isn't just a futuristic showpiece. It embodies Kawasaki's vision to redefine mobility itself. Unlike conventional vehicles that rely on wheels, which can slip or get trapped on uneven ground, Koryo walks steadily on robotic legs tipped with rubber hooves inspired by nature's own mountain climbers. It runs on a compact 150 cubic centimeters hydrogen engine that powers electric motors inside its legs, producing only water as a byproduct, proof that clean energy and practical utility can go hand in hand. Riders steer this robot horse using intuitive body movements and handlebars, much like leaning into a turn on a motorcycle, with a display between the handlebars showing critical info like fuel levels and balance. At night, built-in lights illuminate the ground ahead, further blending technology with thoughtful design. Constructed from lightweight carbon fiber and durable metals, Koryo's body echoes Kawasaki's motorcycle heritage with a seat and front shape reminiscent of a bike, yet the mechanical legs reveal its cutting-edge robotics pedigree. Beyond the striking concept, Kawasaki envisions real-world applications: disaster relief, search and rescue in collapsed or flooded areas where cars can't reach, agricultural work in rugged fields, and even potential use in tourism or defense scenarios where silent, emission-free travel could be crucial. Koryo is part of a broader Kawasaki strategy exploring hydrogen as a clean alternative, alongside projects in trains, ships, and industrial machinery. But this robot horse is especially remarkable because it challenges the idea that we must always roll to travel. Sometimes, stepping, carefully and thoughtfully, might be the smarter way forward. While still a prototype with no official release date, Koryo has already ignited conversations about what mobility could look like in the coming decades. And this groundbreaking innovation didn't come from nowhere. Kawasaki Heavy Industries, founded by Shozo Kawasaki in 1896, has a long legacy of transforming Japan's industrial landscape, from building stronger ships after maritime failures to diversifying into trains, aircraft, and eventually, robotics. Over the years, Kawasaki has pioneered industrial robots that assemble cars and handle complex tasks. And with Koryo, they have fused clean energy and biomimetic design into a single breathtaking concept. In doing so, they haven't just introduced a new kind of vehicle, they've sparked imaginations worldwide, proving that even after more than a century of innovation, there's still room to surprise, inspire, and redefine what it means to move through our world. In 1968, when Kawasaki teamed up with the American company Unimation, pioneers widely recognized for creating the world's first industrial robot, it set in motion a revolution that would launch Japan's entire robotics industry into a new era. The result of this groundbreaking collaboration was the Kawasaki Unimate 2000, a hydraulic multipurpose robot designed for factory tasks like welding and material handling. But this was only the beginning. Over the decades, Kawasaki steadily expanded and refined its robotics portfolio, introducing the Electric P Series in 1981, the E Series in 1983, and the J Series in 1989, each marking a step forward in precision, speed, and versatility, especially in automotive production lines where consistent and repeatable motion is critical. In 1992, the U Series offered even greater flexibility, and by 1998, the FS Series improved speed and accuracy, soon followed by the Z Series in 1999, which specialized in painting and coating. This evolution showed Kawasaki's commitment to not just mechanical engineering but also software, sensor systems, and intelligent control. The 2002 launch of the M Series robots, built to carry heavy loads, and the K Series for painting, alongside the Y Series for automated picking, reflected an ambition to automate entire logistics chains and complex assembly lines. The journey continued in 2007 with the introduction of clean robots for delicate work in semiconductor and LCD manufacturing. And then in 2015, Kawasaki brought out the Duaro dual-arm robot, specifically designed to safely work alongside human workers, mimicking the two-handed tasks people perform on crowded production floors. But Kawasaki's robotics legacy doesn't stop at factories. In 2013, the company co-founded Medicoroid Corporation with Sysmex Corporation, stepping into medical robotics to design robotic-assisted surgical systems. Their flagship medical robot, the Hinatori, now performs sophisticated, minimally invasive surgeries, demonstrating Kawasaki's dedication to applying robotics to improve human health and safety. Meanwhile, the hydrogen-powered robot horse Choreo, unveiled in 2025, stands as a symbol of Kawasaki's mission to blend clean energy with advanced robotics, a logical next step following their earlier achievements, like the world's first international shipment of liquefied hydrogen by sea in 2022 using the Suizo Frontier, and the creation of hydrogen-powered motorcycles and fuel cell systems. Beyond robotics and hydrogen, Kawasaki Heavy Industries has been a giant in transportation, designing Shinkansen bullet trains, supplying urban subway cars to cities like New York and Washington, D.C., and producing aerospace components like fuselage panels and wing sections for Boeing and other major aircraft manufacturers. The legendary Ninja motorcycle series launched in the 1980s fused speed, precision, and cutting-edge engineering, becoming an icon on roads worldwide and reinforcing Kawasaki's reputation for quality and performance. From its founding by Shozo Kawasaki in 1896, driven by a vision to build safer, stronger ships, to today's diverse organizations spanning aerospace systems, rolling stock, shipbuilding, energy solutions, motorcycles, precision machinery, and robotics, Kawasaki Heavy Industries employs over 30,000 people worldwide, earns revenue surpassing 1 trillion yen, and operates globally with production sites in Japan, the US, Europe, and Asia. Even now, Kawasaki is pushing forward, developing AI-powered humanoid prototypes like Kido for disaster recovery, designing remote-controlled robots for dangerous environments, and exploring new hydrogen solutions that could reshape how we move, build, and even heal. And while some might see Choreo as just a futuristic curiosity, it is actually the product of decades of research, cross-disciplinary expertise, and relentless innovation, a living testament to how Kawasaki continues to redefine what's possible at the intersection of robotics, clean energy, and human imagination. In 1968, when Kawasaki partnered with the American robotics pioneer Unimation, it wasn't just about importing technology. It was a defining moment that ignited Japan's entire robotics revolution. The result of that historic collaboration, the Kawasaki Unimate 2000, marked the birth of Japan's first domestically produced industrial robot, capable of welding, handling, and other repetitive tasks that once strained human workers. This breakthrough didn't just automate factories. It set Kawasaki on a decades-long path of relentless innovation, diversification, and a commitment to exploring what machines could achieve beyond conventional limits. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Kawasaki methodically expanded its lineup. The Electric P series in 1981 brought quieter and faster motion compared to hydraulic predecessors. The E series in 1983 refined these gains, and the J series in 1989 further enhanced precision and reliability, catering especially to automotive giants that demanded thousands of exact, repeatable motions every hour. The evolution continued with the U series in 1992. Designed for greater flexibility in confined spaces, followed by the FS series in 1998 and the Z series in 1999, which specialized in tasks like painting, coating, and delicate assembly, proving robots could handle even the most meticulous jobs with unwavering consistency. By the dawn of the new millennium, Kawasaki's ambitions had grown even larger. The 2002 launch of the M series introduced robots capable of handling heavy payloads, perfect for moving car frames and large industrial parts, while the K series for painting and the Y series for picking helped automate entire logistics chains, from warehouses to production floors. In 2007, Kawasaki took a bold step into the clean room sector with robots specifically engineered for semiconductor and LCD manufacturing, industries where even a speck of dust can ruin a product. But what truly set Kawasaki apart was its recognition that robots shouldn't just replace human workers, they could also work alongside them. This vision led to the 2015 introduction of the Duoro, a dual-arm, human-friendly robot capable of mimicking the two-handed tasks people perform on assembly lines, carefully calibrated to operate safely beside humans rather than behind barriers. Yet, Kawasaki's story isn't confined to factory flaws. In 2013, the company co-founded Medicoroid Corporation with Sysmex Corporation, aiming to bring robotic precision to healthcare. The fruit of this venture was the Hinatori surgical robot, which now assists surgeons in delicate, minimally invasive operations, a striking blend of engineering and medical science, and a testament to Kawasaki's philosophy that robotics should ultimately serve human well-being. This same spirit of combining advanced robotics with real-world utility is embodied in Koryo, the hydrogen-powered robot horse unveiled in 2025, a creation that stunned audiences not only because of its futuristic design, but because it symbolized Kawasaki's bold ambition to rethink mobility itself. Imagine a rideable machine that moves on legs instead of wheels, able to traverse rocky terrain, forest trails, or disaster zones without polluting the air, powered by a compact 150 cubic centimeters hydrogen engine that generates electricity for its motors, releasing only water as a byproduct. Controlled intuitively by the rider's body movements and handlebars, Koryo fuses Kawasaki's motorcycle heritage with its deep robotics expertise, creating a machine that feels as much alive as it is mechanical. Koryo's rubber hooves, inspired by natural mountaineers, help it grip and adapt to surfaces where wheels might slip or sink, and built-in lights illuminate paths at night. A digital display keeps the rider informed about fuel levels, balance, and riding posture, turning a futuristic concept into a surprisingly approachable experience. But Kawasaki sees Koryo as more than a novelty. It could assist search and rescue teams in disaster-hit areas, patrol rugged terrains, support agricultural tasks, or even quietly carry soldiers or supplies in military scenarios where silence and low environmental impact are crucial. In tourism, hydrogen-powered robotic horses like Koryo might one day replace gas-powered vehicles in parks and nature reserves, letting visitors explore sensitive areas without damaging the environment. While still a prototype, Koryo is deeply rooted in Kawasaki's broader commitment to hydrogen technology, an area where the company has already made historic strides, such as launching the Suizo Frontier in 2022, the world's first ship to carry liquefied hydrogen across oceans, and developing hydrogen-fueled motorcycles and power systems that could reshape entire industries. All of this innovation stands on the shoulders of a remarkable legacy. Founded by Shozo Kawasaki in 1896, the company emerged from his determination to build stronger, safer ships after experiencing tragic maritime failures, a vision that aligned with Japan's rapid industrialization and growing demand for reliable transportation. What began as a dockyard evolved into Kawasaki Heavy Industries, officially named in 1969, a global conglomerate that now builds not just ships, but Shinkansen bullet trains that link Japan cities, subway cars that serve commuters in New York and Washington, D.C., and aerospace components for major aircraft manufacturers like Boeing. The company's motorcycles, from the iconic Ninja series introduced in the 1980s to modern supercharged models, have captivated riders worldwide, blending precision engineering with adrenaline-fueled performance. Today, Kawasaki employs over 30,000 people around the world, operates production sites across Japan, the US, Europe, and Asia, and generates revenues exceeding 1 trillion yen. Beyond Koryo, it continues to break new ground, developing AI-powered humanoid prototypes like Kido for disaster recovery, remote-controlled robots for hazardous industrial sites, and innovative hydrogen technologies that promise cleaner energy for ships, trains, and entire communities. Even as the world races toward electrification, Kawasaki's hydrogen research offers an alternative path that could help decarbonize sectors where batteries alone might not suffice. The unveiling of Koryo is more than just an engineering feat. It's a statement that after more than a century of constant reinvention, Kawasaki remains unafraid to challenge the very idea of what a machine can be. From Shozo Kawasaki's vision of safer ships to building robot horses that might one day stride across disaster zones, Kawasaki Heavy Industries' story is ultimately about pushing beyond the expected, blending engineering with imagination, and redefining how humanity moves through its ever-changing world.